Hello and welcome back to the AD2L Season 41 Conqueror division. We're going to have Team Mochi versus Golf Monday on game number 2. We have the Axe Primal Beast OD banned. Hey, OD had a great game last game. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. And we have the TA ban as well. Great choices.
5 seconds remain.
I wonder who on Golf Monday plays Primal, because they've banned it twice immediately in the first two.
Radiance ban.
Ban the Void.
Only 10 seconds.
Nice.
Dire's ban.
And the Venomancer.
Only 10 seconds.
They played Venomancer,
5
right?
seconds.
I thought
Hurry,
Mochi played
hurry.
Venomancer. That's weird.
Dire
Maybe they
team
just don't want to play it
pick.
against it. They made the Clockwork.
Demon
Monday played the Clockwork. Weird. Okay, they picked the Spear Breaker. They could pick a
10
Tide Hunter
seconds
here.
to pick.
I think Tide Hunter would be...
5
Tide Hunter's
seconds.
great. Spear
Hurry,
Breaker
hurry.
counter. And it would allow them to pick up something like a Marcy or a Tusk. Ooh, or a Tusk. That could be good. They setting up for the Tide. 1,400 gold. This hero
Only
is
10
useless.
seconds. Dire's ban.
Ban the Kunkka. Banning a lot of mid heroes.
10 seconds to pick.
I haven't seen
5
Kunkka
seconds
in a long
remain.
time. But
Radiance ban.
at my MMR, I'm not surprised.
Ten seconds to pick. 5
Beastmaster ban.
seconds. Hurry.
I said you had to do it. I said you had to do
Your
it.
team are now picking.
Night Stalker ban as well. So you get one pick, then you get 2 picks, you get 2 picks.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
So you get five something. Shadow Shaman is still on the table. Lion is still on the table. Both great. Abaddon we saw earlier is still on the table.
Dire team are now.
Disruptor, good choice. Absolutely fantastic. Huge catch. And is kind of a counter to the Spear Breaker
10
as well.
seconds
So
to pick.
glad we picked it up.
5 seconds remain.
Okay. What are we going to pick here? Most likely a 5. The Spear Breaker is probably a 4.
Dire team.
Tiny. That's probably a carry, Tiny. Ursa is not banned. Ursa counters
Only
Tiny,
10
right?
Seconds.
Like, he doesn't care
5
about the rock.
seconds. Hurry, hurry.
Team Mochi could pick an Ursa here. That would be a great choice, I think. Realistically. And Ursa works well with Tusk and Disruptor. Especially with the Drinking Buddies and the Glimpse. And the Kinetic Field.
Radiant team.
Picks up a Jakiro. So it is a carry Tiny. I think you pick up your offlaner
Only 10 seconds.
or your mid laner. You could pick up like
5
a
seconds remain.
Ursa Storm Spirit. I think Ursa Storm Spirit would be just fine here. And then they pick up probably their...
Radiant
mid.
team.
I'm so fucking good! They pick up an Underlord, okay. Now against this, what do you pick up against this? Ursa just sucks to play. Pick up a Viper, actually.
5 seconds.
You could have tried.
Hurry,
You could have.
hurry.
You could have traded the Underlord for a Viper, and I think it would have been okay.
Dire's ban.
Wind Ranger. Okay, so that's their mid, most likely. Golf Monday is going to be looking for a offlaner, and Mochi is looking for a mid.
Ban.
They banned the Storm Spirit. I said the Storm Spirit too. Damn you.
Radiance ban.
Ban the Ember. They think this is an offlane wind. Really? I guess we played it in RD2L. Slows played an offlane wind in week 0. If you want to go watch that. It's about 3-4 weeks ago now. Ember Spirit. They banned the Wyvern. Okay. They banned another mid hero, probably Puck, I would assume. I would assume it'd be a Puck or Void Spirit's already
Only 10
banned.
seconds.
Lesh, maybe.
5 seconds remain.
Lena. I feel like the Puck is another good choice. I don't know what Han plays though. I think it's Han middle. ODTA, Storm Spirit, Void Spirit,
Dire team pick.
Necro. Ooh, Necro. I forgot about that. They pick up the Lifestealer. It is okay. It is an offlane wind. Weird.
10
Wait.
seconds to pick.
Wait.
5 seconds.
It's got to be an offlane wind. They got 40 seconds to think about this. They could pick up a Viper middle. The Viper is still good against the Lifestealer, right? With the ult. Is Viper just bad? I don't know. They pick up the Dragon Knight. Okay.
It's time at last to select.
I think that's
heroes.
fine, I guess. They pick up the Corrosive Dragon. Maybe? The Abysmal Horde. Tag team. Oh, he's getting tag team this time? Boo. Go for the drinking buddies again. You know you loved it. Bull Rush, Crash Landing. I don't know what that one is. Liquid Fire, Tailwind, good choice, Corpse Eater. Alright. I don't even know what the other one is off of Lifestealer, I'm going to be honest. Because everybody gets Corpse Eater. Tusk, 13 and 15. God, stop commending this guy. What's he doing for you? MVP last match. I don't know about that one, Chief. Alright, nice. We are in a 2-time speed right now. We will be slowing it down
Is to win.
whenever action happens or they pick up the bounty runes. We just want to get through this because nothing's going to happen in this time. And it looks like Golf Monday is going to be split up just a little bit. They might be caught here. Throwing down some S's. They say, hey, they might be coming down this direction.
30 seconds.
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Everybody walking around on the high ground, ready to go. And that's it. Okay. I think it's going to be split 2-2. Tusk is going to fight the wind for it, I think, with the Spirit Breaker.
So it begins.
They're going to fight the Chikiro in the river, and they grab... Ooh, it's going to be a 3... Wait. It might be a 3-for-1 here. Yep.
To stretch and move around a
Nice.
bit
All right.
10 minutes or so during play.
Ursa doing pretty well down here, and so is the Disruptor. Alright. I like to introduce everybody that's going to be in the game so you know who's playing and who you can cheer for. As a caster, we don't cheer for anybody except for courier kills, so if you want to get me on your side, go get as many courier kills as you can. Alright, Morgo is going to be playing on this Ursa in the bottom lane for the side of Mochi. Flydom is going to be his support on that Disruptor with the tailless Big Lizard. Han is going to be playing mid on that Dragon Knight. And a courier kill! Yes! There we go. I love you, Drinklin, playing that Tusk. We're cheering for you. You did get tag team, though, unfortunately, even though I like the drinking buddies. And he's going to get double fired. That dual breath is going to come out by the Jakiro. Nice. And gets a big drag creep wave down here. Disruptor already out of mana. And last but not least on Team Mochi is going to be Hungry Phoenix playing the Underlord in this offlane. And for Golf Monday, Rusty Shackleford is going to be playing the Chikiro as that pause 5. They're going to use the drink or the tag team doing a little bit of damage to the Chikiro, chasing him down, slowing him. They know he doesn't have enough mana to use that dual breath again. He's going to pop that mango he has. He has 3 of them, and they're going to keep fighting. All right. In this top lane, Bernie Sanders is going to be playing that Lifestealer. This mid lane is going to be Shorm playing the Tiny. And in bottom lane, we have Butt Health playing that Pause 4 Spirit Breaker, supporting Edge Timber on the Wind Ranger. That is a tongue twister right there. I was thinking like... it's like sidetracked. I was like, Edge Timber is like a play on like November, like NNN. I'm not really sure. I love it. All right. Voice lining. I love to hear it. So going to be going in. Phoenix getting some last hits. Ursa is going to be getting the most last hits in the game right now at 12. But let's see where they're at in about 5 minutes from now and see if there's going to be a big discrepancy. Good deny on the range creep and good secure on the enemy range creep. Well played. Okay, they are going to fight this. Whoa, they don't have a word out here. Whoa. How does he see him? That's weird. Maybe he just saw him from the hits he did? Okay. Butt Health is going to be dragging these creeps. The creeps are going to go under the tower. And Morgo is not going to be here. Oh, Stretchy Shackleford does go down to the Underlord and the Tusk. Most likely caught in the Ice Shards with that burning firestorm on his body. So, looks like the Dragon Knight is going to be pushing out this Tiny just a bit from these creeps. Which is a little frustrating probably from the Tiny. But if you can get a good toss back, you can probably do some good damage onto the Dragon Knight. Gets the stun out. Breathe fire. He says, alright, what you gonna do about it now, bucko? Toss up. Gets the creep. No, he doesn't. Right? Yes, he does. No, he doesn't? I'm not really sure. Nice. He gets that one, though. Now we're gonna go back top here. Jakiro doing just fine after the death. And go bottom. They do, you know, feeding that first blood doesn't ever feel good, but sometimes it's got to happen. They have the power shot, and they're doing a little bit of damage too. They have tangos coming out. Now, it'd be a great time to kill the courier here. Spear Breaker. Butt Health, I know, I have faith in you to do this. Okay, the Leicester taking a bit of damage. Already has an extra 40 right now. There we go, nice. All right, I knew he'd get up there. Only happens when we're watching, just like down here. The Ursa's gonna miss that one too. Only happens when we're watching. You know, it's like peeing in front of other people. If you've ever had to do it, it can be a little nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? So, oh, Disruptor is gonna slam 2 mangoes, and it's gonna trade onto the Butt Health Spear Breaker. Nice. Tiny is going to be using that bottle right in front of the Dragon Knight. It's going to be nighttime. They're going to be looking to do a little bit of damage, fighting each other. They say, hey, toss up. What are you going to do about that? And he says, I'm going to deny that creep that you wanted. How about that? Top lane is going to be a brawl still. They're going to be able to pull, and the Firestorm comes out. It's going to be doing a lot. They're going to block off one way for the Lifestealer to go. Lifestealer goes the other way to the Rage. Has the boots in his pocket, and it is enough. And he's like, forget you guys, and they say, forget you too. So, stun out from the Avalanche, and the Tiny is just, I think he's doing okay in this lane. I don't think anything's too exciting happening. They might be able to get this ward if they see it. They don't have a ward themselves on this, so they're not going to see it unless they walk up. Ursa's going to be down here, I think doing just fine. Going to have the phase boost in a second. Nice. Alright, Underlord going for the mana boots. Shoop. And shoop. Nice. Well played. Good last hits. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard. Oh, they're going to disrupt, or they're going to go for the gank. They catch with the Ice Shards, and they're going to be going down with the tag team, getting a lot of slows. They don't have a snowball. That's fine. No stun from the Dragon Knight either. The Jakiro, the other dragon, is going to be teleporting in with the dual breath and help saving to make sure they're going to be just fine. Tusk with the clarity goes up the hill. The avalanche is going to come out. It doesn't come out. No way. That feels rough. Maybe he feels like the avalanche toss wasn't worth the bottle charges. I'm not sure. Going to hit the tower once. He's going to do that burn damage on it. He says, all right, I'm going to walk away. Gonna do okay. Ursa gonna go for the tangos from his support. He really appreciates it, appreciates that. Now, the Disruptor needs less tangos because his, his little mount doesn't have a tail. All right, little bobtail. Have you guys ever seen bobcats? Those things are freaky. You know what I mean? With little bobtails and they jump everywhere and shit. wild little cats, but I think that, don't laugh at that, Disruptor. All right, I think it'd be cool to be one though. Like if you reincarnated into a bobcat, that'd be wild. Tiny is not going to stop the Dragon Knight from getting that last hit, but he's going to do his best for it. Underlord doing the best on the last hit so far. Spirit Breaker is going to be going for the phase boots. I'm not really surprised. DK has the double bracer. The Ursa has the phase boots going for the Battle Fury. I think they can do a little bit of stacking. They're going to stack right here. I think that's good. I think Disruptor can kind of leave the Ursa alone, more or less. They're going to be ganking in the mid lane. They get the charge off onto the Dragon Knight, and they pick up the illusion. They're going to be going on to the Tiny. Tiny taking a lot of damage because of the tag team. They ult in from the Underlord. Underlord is going to burn down the Tiny with the snowball and takes a lot of damage. The Jakiro did TP in, and he's going to be able to just not help. Underlord says, I'm going to go right back through, and Lifesteal is like, oh shit, what the fuck? And walks away. His little boys are going to die immediately and not help to push the lane because this facet feels fucking terrible. Like, what? Anyways, we're going to go mid here and burning the tower down still. That corrosive breath is really just a problem. I have that corrosive breath when I wake up in the morning sometimes, you know what I mean? It's just like, and I'm just breathing fire like a goddamn dragon. Blah, 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 blah. All right, gotta be careful of that. So, anyways, the Disruptor, I think the Disruptor could probably go stack right now, you know? This camp right here, right, this camp and this camp, hit it at 52, hit this one right afterwards, walk this way, you're going to be good to go. Hit this one at 52, hit this one right after, and walk this way around this little rock formation, you'll be good to go. All right, they're going to be doing some big damage onto the Tusk. Tusk does have a snowball, but he's able to block the way with the Ice Path, and Underlord is burning down. They do have a charge from Spirit Breaker if they're going to use it. He's going to get rooted and charges. Gets the glimpse off, and they're not going to be able to do anything. Misses the kinetic field, which is a little unfortunate, but they're still able to do it. There's going to be 4 top for the Dire side, and Mochi's going to be able to walk away. So, little stack right here, little tip, you know, 52, and then right afterwards at like 54, 55. Just run it, you know. If you're ranged, you can get it. They're going to be charging bottom here. Ursa has no idea. The Wind Ranger does have the ult and the Tailwind, so you'll be able to right-click a lot. Jakiro's coming in too. They're going to charge. It's not going to be on to the Ursa. Now, you're thinking, well, I'm not down there. What should I do? You can hit this one at 52 and hit this one right after, like we see the stacks over here. Make stacks. Now, if you're in the top lane, all right, you pull at 18. You farm this camp with the stack. You walk right over here. You hit this at 52. You either walk around this tree or cut it. Hit this right after. Boom, there you go. All right, these are great stacks you can make. You can also do it down here too. Hit this 52, hit this right afterwards, and walk back to the lane. We're going to, you know, get the stacks out, you know, try to get some. This double stack is hard to do, you know, just for me specifically. I'm not a very good player, so I don't like to do it over here, and it's also just too close to the portal for me. You know, I don't want my carry to get ganked, so I'm going to do it somewhere where they're going to be a little bit safer. But these are the 2, you know, the 4 spots that I've found that are really easy for me to do it consistently over and over with no problems. They're going to trade this tier 1 for tier 1, which I don't think is a problem. You know, they're like, hey, Ursa and the Lifestealer are just going to go to the jungle with no problems. So, Tusk is going to be going over here. It does have the ice shards if he needs to use them to stack. I think it's probably how he was stacking, was using the ice shards to throw it through a creep wave or the camp. Gonna go on to the Tiny. Tiny's gonna be attacking very slowly. Use of the avalanche doesn't have enough for the toss. Charging on to the Tiny. He's gonna do a little bit of damage, but oh, he's gonna get ulted by the Spirit Breaker. The Blood Grenade does come out. Who still has that? Did Jakiro? Yep, and the Wind Runner is gonna get stunned. Is ulting the Dragon Knight. The Ice Path does come out, but it's not gonna stop anything. The Ursa is running through. He's gonna be clicking 1, 2, 3, and the glimpse back underneath the tower. It's going to go flight him the kill on the Spirit Breaker. Ursa shows up and is doing a fantastic job. We're going to switch over to Net Worth right now. Net Worth is going to be leading on that Underlord. We're not really surprised. He's been part of a decent amount of kills. And we can check right here. Decent amount of kills. He's been part of 4 out of 5. And he's been doing great in the last hits. Lifestealer is same concept, except without the kills. He's just in there like swimwear, hitting these creeps like they're nothing. You're good to go. Now, Dragon Knight is going to take this stack with the Breathe Fire pretty much maxed out. And he has no problems. They're going to take the Ancient stack as well. The Disruptor is going to help get that 6 off it too, which is very nice. This is why I like to stack, right? Because people want to go take these stacks. You're going to be good to go. They're going to love taking these stacks, and you can stand around and get experience. Okay, going to be aggressive here with a 3-man smoke. They're going to run right into the Tusk. The Tusk is going to snowball. They're going to Underlord ult in. There's 4 down here. The Ice Path is not going to go in. The Tusk has the punch in. The Glimpse away. Okay, they're going to ult with the Static Storm. The Disruptor is not able to catch anything. They do have the Glimpse in 12 seconds. They're going to be going in. The big ult from the Spear Breaker is going to go onto the Underlord, and they're not going to be able to grab anything else. They do have a Glimpse in 5 seconds, so they'll be able to catch anything. But I don't think they are, and it's going to stop. They do have the stun. They do have the Glimpse in a second. The Tiny is going to jump on the back line here. Disruptor's trying to get away. They do throw the Kinetic Field. The Glimpse back out. You probably could have held that for another second. That's okay, though. The Spear Breaker charge is going to hit onto 2. Ursa's going to be there to protect his support when he needs it. And the Tiny's going to be on the high ground. They're going to be a look, but he's going to blink away. Ursa tried to jump on the high ground there, it looked like, but is going to just teleport top instead. You're good to go. 14-minute Wisdom Runes are going to be up right now. Take a second, think about what's going on, you know, in life, in game, you know, I love to see it.
Invisibility.
Ursa going for the Battle Fury. Dragon Knight going for the Blink Dagger. Blink into the, I don't want to say Blade Mail. I feel like Blade Mail would be a bad item. But I've seen it before. I don't want to say Ags. It might be an Orchid, honestly. I can see an Orchid. Because the Lifestealer doesn't want to get the Dispel. It's very good against the wind because of the run. The Tiny, it's not so great against because he's just going to beat your ass. And the Spear Breaker's not so great against because of the Bulldoze. So they throw the Connect Field on Lifesteal. Lifesteal is going to rage and run away. They say, hey, we got to walk away. No problems. So that's why I'm saying the Orkin might be okay here for the Dragon Knight. But he might be thinking as well what he wants to get. Underlord goes for the Atos, which is pretty good after the or the Mech. Most likely the Greaves are going to be coming out soon. Tusk goes for the Drums boots instead of the Greaves this time because they are going to be picked up by the Underlord. I do like the Drums boots instead. Unfortunately, you're going to miss out a lot of mana because of the Arcane boots. But you can just pick up Clarities. You have 2 smokes right here. One is owned by Flydom. One is going to be owned by you. Which one is he going to use? I think he uses his own. Oh, he uses Flydom's instead. Okay. Good choice. Good choice. Disruptor is going to be going for the Arcane Boots. Not having enough money yet, but that's alright. Shield Rune is picked up by the Dragon Knight, so he's going to be unbelievably tanky. Honestly, I think giving that to your support would be better because the Tusk is going to be in there as well. And he could be just fine. They're going to be going in. They do have the big punch with the... Wait, was that a blink on the Tusk? No way. Alright, and they're going to kill the Lifestealer instantly. The charge is going to come out, but it's not going to connect. Tusk going for the blink. Alright. I was like, holy shit, how did he get there? And we just looked at him. Lifestealer going for the armlet into the Radiance into the Ags. They're going to be looking at this bottom lane. It looks like they tried to go on the Ursa. Ursa's going to get charged. Oh, not going to get connected on. And does he get a bash? He gets the ult. They go back through. The Spear Breaker is going to get jumped by 3-4 right now. Yeah, you're probably rethinking that, aren't you, buddy? You should have let that guy go through. You know? Oh, Spear Breaker took a little bit off more than he could chew. You know? Took about 4 bites worth more than he could chew right there. You know what I'm saying? Like a dog. He's like one of those little dogs that has like a stick larger than its body. Is what just happened. Lifestealer going for the Radiance after the Armlet. It's average, you know, they want to get the last hits, which is going to help on their health, but it's also just going to let them farm, and, you know, being able to live in a fight long is going to be good with the mischance against the Ursa as well. Spirit Breaker is going to go for the Shadow Blade. Average, I'm not surprised. Tiny is going for the Blink Dagger into the Echo. It's going to the Conda. Kind of crazy, but we'll see what happens. It might be worth it. Wind is going to go for the Maelstrom into the BKB. I'm not surprised. They're going to be running after the Jakiro, who does use... trying to get away. He's trying to use these trees, but is not gonna happen. He's gonna go away. Punch goes out onto the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker is gonna teleport. They have the snowball, and he's like, yeah, buddy, you wanted to go on me earlier. What about that now? How you feeling about it? And they're gonna break the stun. Oh, the burn from Han is gonna take that double kill away from the Ursa. Listen. He was like, hey, buddy, you wanted to harass me earlier. What about it now? Nice. Good. Taking this tier 2 very early. 18 minutes. You know, the worry is Lifestealer doesn't have the Radiance right now. Is about to have one item, but he's, you know, I guess you can fight with the Radiance, right? Let's not lie. But is that where you want to be? Fighting with a Radiance Armlet, you know? I don't know. Do you have enough to fight with? Right? Like, they're pushing your tier 2s very hard and very quickly. You know? Alright, and we're going to go back to the last person on the list is going to be the Jakiro. Not the worst on the list, you know, he's just the last one that we connect to, and he's going to be picking up the Yules. And the Underlord is going to be just right-clicking on the Spirit Breaker, who gets punched up. He's going to get... This roll doesn't even need the roll down. They just blink, punch him, and he's dead. Do they push this lane? Can they go high ground here? I think it might be a little throwy by Mochi if they did, but I would respect it. I'm going to be honest. If they just popped the Dragonite ult, because he doesn't go the Orchid. That's, God, I'm so good. I'm just so good. I know what people are going to do before they do it. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
But yeah, like I said, I think the Orchid was probably the best choice. I don't think the Maid Slayer is going to do much. Could go for the Blade Mail. I think the Blade Mail would be alright too. And Roche is going to go down, I think, at probably 22 hits. 1, 2, us 3. Fuck me. Damn. Okay, Aegis does go on to Morgo, the Ursa, which I'm not surprised about. Take it right at like 20-30. I'm still on the thing that I think you can go push this. I think you can go push this high ground. Like right now. No, they're going to go mid. They're going to take the tier 2 instead. Because you know, right, the only reason I'm pushing the high ground is, you know the Lifestealer doesn't have the Radiance. Right now would be the time to go. You know, he's going to pick it up right now, obviously, but you don't know that. You know, all you know is he has a Sacred Relic. And before you took the Roche, you knew he didn't have a Sacred Relic at all. Okay, so me jumping into the creep. It looks like they want to go. They're going to be able to stop the charge onto the Spirit Breaker, and they're going to be going in onto the Underlord. Underlord does have an ult if they need it, but they're going to stun onto the Spirit Breaker with the Macropire Ice Pad. Does connect onto one. They're going to be able to kill the Underlord. Underlord trying to heal himself. The Wyvern ult, or the Windrunner ult, is going to go on to the Disruptor, is able to throw his ult down, and the save from the Tuskens is going to come out, and the Lifestealer is going to get burned down. He's taking a lot of damage, so they're not going to be able to kill him. The Ice Path is going to connect on the 3. They double burn, and not going to be able to connect. The Blink from the DK is going to help take down with a stun, and the punch. Oh, the Ice Shards are going to be able to catch the Wind Ranger, who gets burnt down, and they're going to be able to find the Tiny. The Tiny is going to get glimpsed back. They have the kinetic field in 4 seconds if they need to use it. The Lifestealer is just very low over here. They are already going to see him, but he's running away. You just need to take the tier 2. Fuck it. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Just take the tier 2. Oh, and Disruptor is going to get charged by the Spirit Breaker, unfortunately.
Dire's bottom tower
So what happens?
under fire.
Lifestealer. Like I said, right? Lifestealer is going to just have a Radiance. It's hard to fight with this. You need an extra item. He is going to go for the Manta style. I'm not surprised because they do have the Orchid.
Dire's middle tower taking damage.
It's definitely a good choice. I think they see this tower. They have a ult in 20 seconds. I think they just walk right uphill. There's no ults except for the Windrunner ult. They might. I guess they'll have the Jakiro ult, but they're gonna go in. The Spirit Breaker is gonna charge in with the Lifestealer inside of him. They're gonna be able to do a lot of damage onto this Tusk. The Tusk is gonna snowball. Has a blink in a second, probably. Is not able to use it. Is gonna go down. Underlord is not gonna be slowed anymore. Gets stunned up by the Tiny with the Avalanche and the Toss. The Ice Path does go down, and the Bash up. Okay, so they trade 2 for a lot of damage on the tower, but it was definitely needed. I think Bernie Sanders got both of those on the Lifestealer. They're gonna smoke up. Did they see that with the ward right here? I don't think so. It's on the other side of the river. They might find the DK. He breaks on the Spirit Breaker. He's like, that was a little sketchy. He charges. What a stun, actually. He burns out. I think the DK. I think the Dragon Tail Stone would be really good. So I think he's gonna go with the health though. I think he's gonna. These are actually both really good talents right now. I think he goes the health though, to be honest. Level 15. What's recommended? Neither one. Smoke out on the 4. It is the health. Yep, there you go. Told you. Come on, Han. You already know I'm gonna choose. I'm not even gonna watch you anymore. I'm just gonna click on you in 20 minutes. I'm gonna know exactly every 6 slot items you have. Alright, they're going to be going on to the Jakiro. The Jakiro is going to be found with a punch. Lots of damage. They're going to be going on to the Lifesteal as well. Catch him with the shards. He's not going to be able to jump into a creep. They're going to be able to snowball as well. And they glimpse him back away from the creeps as well. The big static storm. And he's going to get away. Yes, sir. Oh, the stun from the DK. And he's dead. He's dead. Okay. Flightum, I don't think he plays a lot of Disruptor. I'm going to be honest. Because some of these have been a little sketchy. Gonna be realistic. Disruptor going for the Ags. Yeah, Flightum. Your Disruptor is not great. I'm gonna be honest, but that's okay though. You gotta grow. Everybody's got places to grow, and this is just yours. Dragonite is gonna go for the Sanjin Yasha. They do have a Dragonite ult. And they're gonna take this tower. Then I think they go top and take that tower too. Yep. Ursa is going for the Ags. Oh, does he go the Ags? I feel like the Octarine core build would be kind of funny, but it'd be useful in this game. Underlord going for the Atos with the pipe. He's gonna get the shard, which gives the Firestorm can be cast on allies, so you can cast it on the Dragonite, and then he can walk around and just be a fucking menace with this. It's like the Toxic Rain in Kenshi walking around ahead of him. Thus going for the drums and into the bongo boots, which are commonly known as the Boots of Bearing. Okay, they're going to be able to catch the Wind Ranger. Nope, not going to happen. Disruptor going for the Ags. Like we said, this is very expensive, but is it going to stop anything? No one has BKB except for the wind, right? I don't know. Do you care about the wind BKB enough to use it? Like, Tiny's not even buying BKB. He's going Conda. And Lifestealer's going... Oh, maybe the Ags? I don't know. Okay, they're going to smoke. They're going to catch on. The Disruptor's going to get caught out. The Macropyre is on to 2. They're going to lash him to a tree. Underlord is going to throw the ult down, but he's not going to come through. And, dude, the Dragonite is so fast, but they catch him, though. The Ice Path, the Shackle's not going to leash, and they are going to go in. The Ursa has the ult if he wants to use it. They're diving underneath the tower. He has no ult on the Lifestealer. Just fight him. You have an ult on the Ursa? I don't know. It's kind of crazy there, but hey, to each own. I think you get 5 people to hit this tower right here. Tiny, grab a tree. There you go, nice. Boom, boom. Well played. They fortify for it. Just a big screw you is what that is. They're going to be trying. If they can get a Disruptor glimpse on anything, it's good. But it's not going to happen. Lifestealer is going for the Manta, like we've said before. Going to be gaining an extra 500 health from creeps. Did he get... He didn't really get a whole lot of denies. He's not focusing the denies like we saw 2 days ago, 3 days ago on the Drodes Lifestealer. You know, he had like 66 denies, which is... There we go. Look at that. Look, I say something and he just does it. Jeez Louise. I don't think he's focused on the denies enough, but I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, to be honest. Spirit Breaker does have the Shadow Blade, which is going to help out. Picks up the Arcane Rune. Has now a 9.8 charge of darkness time. Tiny. Committed. Gonna go for the Conda, which will be useful, but I don't know if it's gonna... I guess it'll help kill everybody, but I don't know if it's better than other items you can pick up as well, right? Wind is going to be going the BKB into the Atos/Gleipnir. I think that's decent. They need some catch on the team. At least specifically for her, if you don't hit the shackle, you're just like stuck there, like just trying to chase somebody down. So even if it is a support like a disruptor, if they get a glimmer or a ghost scepter or something, it can be a real challenge. And Jakiro is going for the Yules into the Force Staff. I think the Yules is to stop the glimpse back if you get it. And you have the Force Staff to either break line of sight or catch people. They also have the Yules to catch into the Ice Path, which the Yules is gonna create a what's it called? Yules creates like disable into the Ice Path, which makes them more disable, and then the Ice Path does lead into the Macropyre, so I guess you could use Macropyre and Ice Path. It just sets up for good stuff too. So here you can chase down as well, you can just Yules them away or whatever. So nice. We'll watch the Rusty Shackleford Jakiro right here just for a little bit. Having a blast. Having a fiery time. Oh, anyways. Oh, we're going to go bottom here. We do see the Lifestealer. Do they see the Lifestealer, though? Lifestealer is going to be a high ground. They place a ward. They're looking for the Roche. They take the Watcher. Oh, they saw the Lifestealer, I think, right? I don't know. I think they did.
Double damage.
Okay, they're going to be here, though. They do see him on the vision. On this vision right here. They know everybody's there. Do they smoke? This is going to be a huge fight. We're putting on the headset. We're putting the feet down on the floor. We need to be settled for this because this could be a huge fight. They smoke up his 5. They don't know. They roar on the Ursa. They're going to wrap around through the river and go to the woods. Grandma's house is going to be going. Spirit Breaker's going to break. They're going to jump on the Spirit Breaker. They know the Lifestealer's in there because he's very tanky and he goes down. The Macropyre is going to be out. And the Lifestealer is going to run around. The Glimpse does come out. Is very, very early. He's going to try to eat this Lotus. The Snowball is going to save him. And the Disruptor is going to throw down his ult. It's going to be on to 3 right now. The BKB does come out from the Wind Ranger, doing a lot of damage. The Jakiro is going to Yules and Ice Path onto 1. They're going to be doing a lot of damage. And the Tiny's trying to live. He does do much. The Underlord does go down. The Ursa here is not going to be able to catch anything by himself. He's going to be able to kill the Tiny with his team. You go to Roche right now, right? You go straight to Roche. Like, overpower. Stand in Roche and do it. Nice. Okay, they do. Yeah, good. Take the Watcher as well. I'm saying it was 23 last time. I say 23 again. Wait, they're going to go back in. Roche is half dead. They're standing on the high ground. Lifestealer's inside the Windrunner. Spirit Breaker is back. Wait. Okay, hold on. You could get the Ursa to go back in and slap the Roche. They're going to throw some wards down on the high ground here to get a little bit of good vision. Roche is going to be half health. Everybody's grouping back up here. Everybody's going to go into the pit. Ursa hits the Roche, gets him to roar. I think they're going to bait with this, right? Like, you know the wind is over here. I think, okay, they're going to smoke again. They're going to wrap back around. They want to fight on the high ground here, which should be very good against the wind. They're going to have a ward in the in the lane here. Wrapping deep, wrapping deep, wrapping deep. The Ursa, oh, the Jakira's gonna break. They know somewhere. Okay, they're gonna jump on the wind again. She's gonna be right here. She's gonna be going on. She popped the BKB. The Ursa is on the backside fighting the Jakira. Jakira's trying to fight anything. The Windrunner is gonna be ulting onto the Underlord. Underlord's gonna go down. The Spirit Breaker is gonna ult onto the Ursa. Ursa's gonna try to kill the Rusty Shackle for Jakira, and he go down. They are able to kill the Underlord. The Disruptor is by himself. He has nothing to save him except the pushback, and he goes die. The Ursa here is very, very disabled. Takes down the Tiny. Doing a lot of damage on him. He does have a blink in a second. No, he's going to get burned by the Radiance. He's running away. Blinks. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. Okay, he's gonna overpower, and he's gonna be looking for the Wind Ranger. She knows she's up here. He knows. Blink stun, and she just goes down immediately. The Lifestealer is going to get silenced. He's going to be fighting here. Lifestealer is going to be fighting onto the Dragonite. Dragonite is going to be charged by the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker, it's going to take forever to get here. They're going to stun up onto the Lifestealer. Then the Lifestealer is going to get a third man with the Underlord. And the Underlord, the Lifestealer does kill the Ursa. Oh my god, they're going to ult on to the Dragonite. Dragonite's going to try to go through the portal here to save himself. No, just kidding. He's doing, what is he doing? He's teleporting. He clicks the wrong portal. I wonder if the Ursa had gone through the portal immediately, if it would have been like, if he could have just walked into the fountain. And I think they give up the Roche for this. I think they give up the Roche. I think they have to. They don't want to buy back for this. Wow, that's a 10 streak onto the Lifestealer. He just got so much gold. It doesn't show the whole fight. He did so much damage there too. The Lifesteal with the Ags is just humongous. 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 Cause I'm humongous. And the Tiny's gonna be mid, just harassing. The Underlord is also gonna be mid, just harassing. DK. Ooh, this is a good choice. Alright, we're going to go here. We're going to look at this tower, see how fast it dies. 85 Dream Driver damage / cast range in dragon form, or 150. I think he goes the attack range. I'm not really sure. Ursa goes for the Fairy Stripe damage or the Earthshock radius. Ooh. MKB out on the Ursa in a second here. I like it. Underlord. Underlord, where'd he go? He's gonna go for the Ags. What does your Ags do? Pit of Malice around. Okay, yeah, that's right. Tusk going for the Vlads again. Good choice. Disruptor going for the Ags still. The problem with the Disruptor right now is you just have nothing to save yourself. Right? The Lifestealer just runs at you and you're just like, oh, and running away. You're like, oh shit, watch out, this motherfucker's scary. And you're dead. Spirit Breaker is going to charge onto the Tusk, who's fast as fuck. And the Lifestealer pops out and the Snowball is going to come in. He does have a blink. He's going to punch and he dies. Yep, there we go. I think he blunked to get across the river. Yeah. Mochi, the tables have turned here. This has been a very even game until about that Roche fight. I think it was a little bit before that Roche fight, right? Has been a problem. So, we're going to lose this tier 2 tower as well. 688 health to the Lifestealer. Okay. Disruptor, like I said, has just nothing to save himself. It feels unfortunate. Lifestealer is going to be going for the Bloodthorn. Ooh, I like it. It's going to be extremely good against this Disruptor who can't stop it and has nothing to get away from you. So, good choice. Spirit Breaker goes for the Shadow Blade. Does not have the shard yet, which I would like to see. right? To the 525 movement speed. And Tiny going for the BKB. I don't mind it. I think the BKB is good, especially right now while the Disruptor doesn't have Ags. I think it'd be very useful. And then into the Crimson Guard, which I'm a little surprised about, but I think the Crimson Guard is really good. If you pick up a Crimson Guard and just like one health item, you're in huge benefit. You know, like I picked up a Crimson Guard and like I say, just a heart, but a Crimson Guard and a heart on a bounty hunter, a position 4 bounty hunter, and it felt fantastic, right? I was able to stand in front of the drow and just like get hit at 50 minutes, you know? I feel like this Ursa's gonna get jumped. He gets, oh, Gleipnir, he's gonna be able to ult and get away, and the Shackle walks away. Nice. Okay. This is a rough game here. This is a rough game. You're gonna kind of hide in your base until the Aegis is over, right? Which is gonna be another minute and a half. 90 seconds is a long time, especially for people nowadays with those 10-second YouTube shorts. You know what I'm saying? YouTube short kind of brains. I'm not calling their brain shorts. I'm just saying attention span wise. So there you go. Wind Ranger does have the Ags, which is going to give her the Invisible Wind Run. It's still called Wind Run. I think she's going to go for the Focus Fire Damage Reduction. I don't think anybody goes for the Shackle Shot Duration. That feels actually insane. I don't know. And last but not least is going to be the Jakiro. Jakiro just has an inventory just full of just shit. It is going to go for the Ags, which I think is a good item, especially for the Jakiro. He has, see, this is the difference, right? Is he has items to, he has items to help himself, like the Yules. You know, he has a stun, like the Ice Path. If the Ursa had a BKB built in, he would just die, I think. But he doesn't, like the Lifestealer, so he doesn't need it as much. And also, he's not just getting ran at. Okay, they're going to smoke his 5. They know the Aegis is down in 3 seconds. They're going to be swapping in the Orchid. Let's see what we can get here. I think they catch the wind, and the wind is just like, and just goes invisible. Yep, there you go. Ursa's still chasing. That's like the best outcome you could have had on Golf Mondays. Honestly. That's the best outcome. Realistically. Because, you know, what it's either that or like you catch a Spirit Breaker in Viz, you know? Does anybody have Dust? I don't think so, right? Tusk and Disruptor have Dust. The Tusk was, I think, up there. But we're going to watch some Han over here on the Dragon Knight. Shard is on the Tusk. Okay. Man, did you guys ever get caught against something as a Tusk? Or playing against a Tusk, right? That shit is the worst, is when you're playing against a Tusk and he throws an Ice Shards that just traps you against a wall. I don't know if everybody's had that happen before, but it's so frustrating. So you're just staring at him like, please let me out. And he doesn't. You know? I hate that shit. They're going to be charging on to the Disruptor. Disruptor goes down to the Lifestealer and the BKB Spirit Breaker. Ults onto the Underlord. Underlord is going to get beat down. Ags Macro Pyre is going to be going down onto the Reef. They're going to be fighting, and the Lifestealer just dies. Holy shit. Taking a lot of damage. And they're going to be... And they're going to be killing the Underlord, and they turn around the fight. The DK dies as well. The Tusk is punching, trying to get out. Ursa dies as well. Deep. Underlord buys back. He's trying to do his best to keep these people out of here, but it's not going to do enough. I thought the Lifestealer dying, he made money off of that death? Holy shit. 1100 gold goes to the Jakiro. I thought the Lifestealer dying was going to be the trade. You know, was going to be it. But he died, and it was just like, okay. You know? They were just like, hey, we don't care. He can die. We're going to keep fighting. And they did. They did so much damage. I think a lot of it was the Macropyre. And a lot of it is the Macropyre. Holy shit. Did 8,000 damage. Specifically. Ursa. 1,200 damage, but 1,300 damage to Macropyre. 21 ticks. Holy shit. Silenced, stunned, 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 silenced. A BKB is in his future. Good choice. Like I said, the Octarine might... Like, rather than the BKB, the Octarine might have been the way to go, right? While disabled. I don't think disabled means silenced, though. Roche is up in 2 minutes. They're going to be going for the Yules into the Wind Waker on the Spirit Breaker, who's extremely fast right now. This is 550 movement speed. I'd like to see what he is. He just charged. I wish I had been paying attention to it. But the Chikiro is just going to park into the Roche pit. Does Disruptor have the Ags? Yes, he does. He's going to go for a Force Staff. Thank goodness. DK. When the Elder Dragon attack form? God, I'm just so good, honestly. Good lord. Me and Han, we're just 1-1, you know what I mean? Maybe if I know, because I know Han so well, that's why we're not doing well this game, you know? I'm able to just guess everything he's doing, and he's just not, you know. It's just reason why he's losing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mochi. Alright, they're going to ult in onto with the Underlord onto the Tiny. Tiny's going to get Atos. They're going to be going in. They have the charge. The Ursa jumps in. The Tiny is almost dead, but the Macropyre is onto 3 right now. While they're stunned up, they're going to be able to kill one, which is the Tiny. They're going to try to get out of the Macropyre. The big Yules is going to take him out. The Ursa BKBs, he does have a Lifestealer inside him. The Disruptor is just over here, just stuck. He throws the ult down, but it's not going to be able to catch everything. And they punch the Lifestealer. The Disruptor does go down. They have the Snowball, and it's going to hit the creeps. Ice Path, and they run away. Didn't use the drums, unfortunately. Oh my god, Lifestealer hits so fast. What is his attack speed? 0.37. He's going to have the Bloodthorn right now for this next fight. That's what he's picking up. Goodness. Dude, it's insane. It's insane. Okay, so they still have the Ursa if they want to get him back. 5,000 damage with the Macropyre doing a decent amount. 3,000 that fight. On the Chikiro specifically. So they're going to take this tower. The Lifestealer is just beating it up. You know what I mean? He's going to walk away. They do have the Roshan banner, so the Roshan banner is going to keep things alive. They do have the charge. It's not going to hit. And then, because of the Pit of Malice, the Ursa is over here. He's ready to go, but he wants to wait for his team. He does have the Overpower. He goes to Overpower, but he just walks right invisible, and the Ice Path is going to hold him out. The Pit of Malice goes out, but it's not going to be able to grab anybody. Man. Dragonite, as his ult, is not able to chase here. Going to go for his Ags next. The Ursa... Wait, does the Ursa... Wait, is that the Ursa saying push, or is that the Tiny saying push? Or maybe they're just saying the creeps are pushing. I think so. Ursa gonna go for the green blink. I think that's the Tiny saying push. And they're gonna go... Wait, the Ursa saying they're gonna push and they're gonna Roche? Someone's saying push and Roche, but it's the Ursa and the Tiny have the same color, so I don't know which one is which. Oh, there is a Ags in here. That could be the DK's Ags, actually. And the Tiny is going to be going to the Disruptor. The Disruptor tries to get away. He does have the Force Staff, but he goes down. And the Ursa does pick up the Aegis. They're going to Macropyre on to 2, 3. Oh Lord, the Underlord does go down, gets stopped in the macro pyre. That is rough. They're 23k ahead in this game right now. 17k ahead now. Why did it go down so quick? They didn't pick up the cheese. There's 3 people in there. How? Ursa. Who picked up the Yags? Okay, wait. Okay, Dragon Knight buys back. Or buys out. Who has the Yags? Oh, they gave it to Tusk. Aw. Okay, they're just going to take this tower. And it's half dead with Tiny hitting it twice and Lifestealer just eating it to death. Okay, you got to save that. Oh, the punch. And, okay, the Static Storm is going to go down to 3. The Tusk is already half dead. He's going to be able to use that Boots of Bearing, and he dies to the ult from the Storm, or the Spirit Breaker, and the right clicks of the Wind. Wind does have an ult if she wants to use it. The Ursa has to run away from the Lifestealer. The ult goes on to the Disruptor, who's dead now. The toss goes on to, from the Tiny onto the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is going to walk away. Blah, 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 it does come out, and they're going to take these racks too. This is rough. I don't know what you do here. Even with an Aegis, I think this is just GG. The Lifestealer is just so far ahead that I don't think it matters. They're going to throw the Macro Pyre onto the Ursa. Ursa just instantly dies. I think he got ulted and clicked once. And the Dragon Knight is going to die down to the Tiny as well with the Lifestealer hitting him. They're going to be diving the Ancient here, or the Fountain. Spirit Breaker lifts himself out and runs away. The Tiny is not hitting towers right now, but that's alright. He does pop the Crimson Guard for his team. They do pick the Pit of Malice, and they're going to be fighting the Ancient. Come on, Phoenix, call it, bruh. Damn! The call out by name, GG's, is good to go. Good game, well played. Golf Monday. Bringing back a weak-looking game number 2. Good try, Mochi. I believe this went 1-1, so I'm glad to see it.